Hello comrades and welcome to Prague Industrialized. This is year 34 part 2 of our adventure. Let's see, last time we did manage to make some distribution offices in order to process the waste, especially the biological waste, to deliver it to the farms, whilst we are delivering all of the rest to the border. Well, we do have one more thing over here, the radio station that got created. It is online, but currently the government loyalty is low. One of the reasons is not necessarily because of Soviet propaganda is not up, because we can crank it up and see how it will look like. It does go well, but there's a problem. We don't have around here neither sewage, neither water, neither garbage, basically only heating. So for now, I'm gonna turn this off, leave it off for a few moments, and we're gonna work on other stuff. Namely over here in Tech Distrib, we did have the... where's the waste one? There we go. So from here we are only picking this. I want to pick everything from this transfer station. Basically all of this is what we are getting from our republic, and we're gonna need to transport it to the border, especially the metal and the plastic waste. We don't want to burn those, therefore we're gonna leave them unchecked over here, but instead go to Komorani and set it to deliver over there, unload, and we're gonna have these guys. Good, the rest will remain unchecked because the rest will go to the food factory. Cool. Now, what is eating all our money currently? Chemicals for Comtech and meat for Tech Distrib. Okay. We're just gonna leave them there for one more year. Basically, this is because that in Comtech we don't have any more crops yet again. So that's why it seems like everything is going up to shit. Well, that will change soon once our farms over here are fully made. Let's see, this one has everything it needs, but the amount of liquid fertilizer seems like it's not enough. So I'm gonna boost the workers to 10, and it seems like we are having power problems. Okay, good, they got resolved. Let's see, the road to Parkul Dracul seems to have finished. Well, not quite. We're gonna need to roll it and then install the lights, but that's good. Okay. Yes, for now, it's just us waiting for money. Oh, by the way, I'm noticing here that the amount of tourists that are incoming are not so big. Basically, if we're gonna check, we have again 11 tourists. Well, this is because we're gonna need to re-research this year advertisement in Western countries, and let's set it to 20 people, so they get researched pretty fast. Alright, cool. Let's solve the problem of this radio station. So what I'm gonna do is take an asphalt footpath, and let's say we're gonna start from here and make it half. Good. After it's being built, we're gonna plonk down everything related to electricity, to water, and stuff like that. So we do have a range. It seems like it's 220 meters, so it's perfect. And I guess while we are on the topic of footpaths, we can have another footpath coming from here and going like this should be fine. Basically, this will be our next location where we're gonna have citizens incoming. Good, and after this one is done, of course, we are going to need to also connected to the road, or at least connected to the other road. Actually, we can do it now. There we go. And basically the citizens were gonna have a parallel road so they can go to the bus station with absolutely no problems. But that will take some time. Good. How are we looking at over here? Okay, they are starting to go and harvest. Let's see over here. Is it the same or not? Nope, not yet. Yeah, it seems like we are still having some time left over there, but that's fine. Let's see, crops still from the border, at least for now. And how's our area here looking like? Okay, we're gonna have another batch of cloves that we can deliver to the border. And the amount of fertilizer here, it looks good, but I do want to make sure that we're filling it to 90% for farms. This is important because once they start sowing, liquid fertilizer will go down almost instantly. Okay, and they are going for crops. That is perfect. Finally, we're gonna have... Weirdly enough, how the medium fields finished growing when they are actually the last ones, right? Yeah, they are the last fields, and they finish growing first. Okay, I won't comment on that too much. As long as it's working as expected. Let's see, around here, where's our money train? Hopefully he's not gone. Nope. He should be somewhere around here. Maybe he's refueling. Yeah, he is refueling. Okay. And then we're gonna have another 114k incoming. Good. Let's see what else we can do. We don't have, sadly, enough money to actually do something about this distribution office. Oh yeah, the refrigeration unit. We did add somewhere around here a bus end station. Good. So what I'm gonna do is identify where that single vehicle is. There we go, this guy. And this one, after finishing the delivery, I'm just gonna tell it to stop by the bus station. Basically, this will balance out vehicles once we get more around here, which, by the way, I think it's a good idea now that we have a little bit of money. So let's buy more refrigerated units. 2 of them should be fine. And let's actually set that line to them. There we go. Where are they? Perfect. Good. Let's cancel going to the depot. And now they're gonna balance themselves out with absolutely no problems. And we're gonna do the same in here. There we go. And let's see where the vehicles are. And let's meet the quitch. There we go. So theoretically, we're no longer going to see that error message that meat is unavailable anymore. And let's see, how many tourists are incoming? Yeah, only 3 tourists. That's pretty piss poor. especially that we're gonna need millions of dollars. Well, anyway, let's see. Around here, yeah, crops started going, so that's good. This guy already started delivering crops from our farms. That's perfect. Good. Let's see. Around here, it will still take some time. I guess it's time to actually do something about this area so we can grab the gravel industry. So let's pause the game a little bit to build runaway and have it up until here. So let's enable the wireframe so we are seeing how much we're going down. And basically I want to make this area flat for now. There we go, like this. And basically once everything is flat, we can start doing the gravel industry on this side. And as for the gravel industry, the profits will come from doing the panels, the prefab panels. There we go. For whatever reason, I wasn't getting the naming right. And let's see, if we're gonna plan to have the mines around here, we're also gonna need to make sure that the terrain is raised accordingly. So we're gonna need around 100 meters being raised around here. Now this will take an excruciating amount with a single excavator, but after it's done we should be fine. Let's see, can we make it a smaller thing? Alright, let's see over here how a gravel quarry will look like. So we are going to have 67, which is fine. And let's flatten it a bit more. There we go. And we're gonna also need another one somewhere around here. Yes, we're gonna need 2 quarries. And this should be perfect like this. Okay, with a gravel road in the middle. There we go. And attached to it will be a big garbage container. Basically, this is where we're gonna store all of the gravel. Let's say somewhere around here. Okay, good. And let's design it with mud roads currently in mind. We can unpause the game for a few moments. And let's see, both of these should go to a storage somewhere around here. So let's grab an aggregate storage. I think I'll go for the 2001. Is it too big? Nope. Let's see, can we connect it in a way where both of them will be connected? Yes, but then in the middle there will be some problems. Also, I don't really want to have a connection point yet around here. Actually, okay, fine. Let's go with a connection point and let's decide where we're gonna place the there we go, something like this I think will be fine, or let's go like this. Good. The reasoning why it's so far away is because we're gonna have the gravel mines going around here, and now that I realize this, we're gonna need to flatten this area too. So let's hope that we still have an excavator. Nope, we don't have an excavator anymore. We're gonna need to wait for it. Okay. Well, that's not the end of the world. And we're gonna need something like this to transport the gravel from the first mine. And we're gonna need another one around here to be able to transport the gravel from this other area. Let's see, I want to go with the highest input entry, if there are any. Come on, I guess this one will be the highest one. Reasoning being is that we're gonna need to delete part of this road just to allow the connection to be possible. I'm just checking which one is the highest. Okay, this one seems to be the highest. So let's make it something like this. Good, and this would also mean that we could connect firstly the road here. Perfect, and we're gonna have another road going like this. And also a road going like this. Currently I'm just doodling. And let's see, for the factories. Now in the gravel guide, I did put down 4 gravel factories, just so we always have enough gravel. But at the same time, I don't know if I will go with 4. Let's actually test it out and see how in a real scenario it actually works. So let's grab this one and have it connected somewhere around here. Now for these connection points, I'm actually gonna go with some extras. Namely, we're gonna have somewhere in the middle, let's go with a bus station this time. There we go. And we can point it with absolutely no problems on this side. If the game would save, there we go. Perfect. And on both sides, we're gonna have the gravel industry buildings. And for that, we're gonna need a splitter. There we go. Going from here. Let's say something like this, and one more from here. Hell, even leaving some space, but no. Let's delete them a little bit together with this one, and let's actually place the bus station a little bit more to the side. And let's see, I do want to come in a little bit diagonal with this storage. I just realized now. So let's do something like this then. Perfect. We're gonna handle the roads later. For now, we're just gonna connect it like this. Bus platform somewhere around here. And it will be quite far away because we're gonna need to put 2 aggregate conveyor belts. One here. And one somewhere around here. Good. Now, as for the gravel processing plants, let's see, we're gonna have one over here and one on this side. Now, if we're gonna do this, yeah, there should be enough space to create a just a passenger walkway. Perfect. Okay, and we're gonna connect it around here, and we should be able to access both of them, right? Yes, it is. Okay, on this other side, we're gonna do the same. So let's have a gravel processing plant over here. But there's a problem. This means that we're gonna need to move that one a little bit further. Let's have it here. And one more over here. With an aggregate in the middle. Something like this should be okay. There we go, and let's recheck just to make sure that the passenger road works. Yes, it does. Perfect. Good, and it has access to both of them. Now, as for the distance, I do like how I did manage to plonk these here, but I don't like how I plonked these, so we're gonna delete them. Have the road rebuilt and place them a little bit closer. There we go. Something like this should be fine. 1 and 2, and let's see about that aggregate. Can we somehow do it? Yes, perfect. Okay, they are connected to all of them, and it's much closer to the bus station. And we can even move the bus station a little bit more in front. Let's see, how would that look like? So we're gonna have these connected like this. These here. Okay, and the bus station, let's make it a little bit closer. There we go, like this. Now you might be wondering why I've selected this huge ass bus station over here. It's not for frequency, it's for the length of it. Because right now we're gonna come out with the gravel into a big ass storage, and afterwards we're gonna need to do some other shenanigans around here. So let's take the 5001, which the road on this side, and let's see if we're gonna connect it like this. All of them will be connected. Okay. And we're gonna need to check how we're gonna set up the let's see, the gravel industry. How much does it make per day? 82 tons. Okay, that's good. We're nowhere near the 600. So this means that we can have another conveyor overpass like this over here, connecting these two directly to the storage. Okay, and we're gonna need another one around here to do the same. There we go, something like this. Perfect. Okay, and we got the road going around here too, which will be perfect for later down the line. Let's make this road like this. And now we're gonna have gravel over here. We're gonna need to put the cement factory together with the coal. Firstly though, let's handle gravel recycling. So let's have a recycling plant going like this inside. There we go. And have it connected to the road. Good. Now we're gonna need 2 more cargo stations. Let's go with 1000 and 2000. 1000 over here. Are we getting? No, we are not getting near. So 1000 here. This will be for the raw construction waste, which will go directly into the gravel industry. Perfect. And we're gonna have another one for coal. Yes, you heard me right, coal. And the coal one, I do want it to be 2000 in length. And we can even make it parallel like this. Should be fine theoretically. Yeah. There we go. Plonk it here. Good. Now we're gonna need a train aggregate unloading. All of them are quite huge except for this one. And I'm gonna be fine with this one over here because this one will just unload coal for the bricks and nothing more. Okie dokie. So we have the coal. Let's see, should I place the outputs on this side? Yeah, gravel output can go on this side. So let's take a train aggregate loading this time. Let's see, there was one loading from the sideways. Yes, this was the one. And oh, please tell me you can God damn it, they fixed it. Beforehand you could have connected both inputs and outputs around here. For whatever reason this is not the case anymore. So we're gonna need to be a little bit smarter about this one. And I think then we're gonna put the train aggregate loading somewhere else. Let's firstly see with which one we're gonna go. This one has 4 lines. I guess that's okay. And let's have the connection like this. But it will block the coal, so let's make it a little bit further away. There we go. Okay, so this should suffice for what we're planning, and we're gonna need to do the brick factory now. Let's see, like this should be perfectly fine. There we go, and we also have an input. The most important thing is to have an input south. And the prefab panel factory. Let's see, where are you? There we go. And this one requires cement and gravel. And we're gonna need to make sure that we do have a connection on the south side too. So somewhere around here we should plonk it. After, we're gonna make this terrain a little bit more inhabitable. Yep, seems like we're out of fuel, and let's see. Does the prefab panels factory fit in over here now? Yes, it does. Relatively speaking, we're still gonna need to wait a little bit more, but that's fine. The bricks are connected. Yeah, here it's looking good. So we're just needing this part over here. Let's just speed up the game a little bit and wait for that guy to come here. By the way, they did finish over here, so let's actually place down the substations that we're gonna need. So around in the middle. Okay, so we got water and sewage. Last one is electricity. Let's see, if we're gonna plonk it somewhere around here, we should be theoretically fine, right? Yes, we will. Okay, good. Let's make sure that the road is not actually built over here. And do mud roads. Good, now let's go underground and connect everything. Medium pipes, of course. Let's see, can't we connect absolutely anything from here? Yeah, seems like this one is a complete dead end. Yes, it does. Ah, no. It's not. Come on, baby. There we go. This one will be weird AF, but hey, as long as it works, I'm not gonna complain about it. There we go, up until here. Now for sewage, same medium. Let's see, we're gonna connect up to here. Perfect. Okay, and electricity. As for electricity, let's see, how many do we still have? I do see 3 connections over there. And 2 connections here. Because we do have 3 over here, and the voltage, how much is it around here? 3, and the wire most likely is the 12 megawatt wire, so we can split it a bit. So why not make a splitter over here, like this. And basically we're gonna have Firstly, a huge power pole being built up until here. And from here, we're gonna have a medium voltage wire. Let's actually go with this entry over here. And go until here. Perfect. Okay, so once they have built this entire thing, we should be fine. Good, let's see. Did the excavator return over here yet? Nope, it doesn't seem like it. Hopefully he's not going to around here. No, where is he? Oh well, most likely he's gonna return soon. Let's wait for him over here. Hopefully he's gonna return. Let's see, another research program finished. And let's disable the wireframes for now. There we go. What about here? Okay, still doing the dream holiday. Hotels are looking quite good though, even with small amounts. And here, nothing to repair at the moment. That's pretty fine. Okay, good. Holy hell, the conga line here. If there's a building on fire around here, no, it's fine. This one should be fine. I assume this is the excavator. Yep, that goes with the fueling. Hopefully he still has fuel after everything finishes. And I do see we are quite swimming in cash at the moment, which is a good thing to have. This means we're gonna also buy ourselves a locomotive to build. But anyway, for now, let's finish around here. Now that the let's see. Let's take the taxiway then. Building is in the way. Okay, now they're fine. Basically over here we're gonna still need 2 more buildings to put, which kind of sort of worries me a little bit, since we're gonna push towards the mountain, and as much as I would like that, I'm not planning to flatten an entire mountain just for the gravel industry. So it will be quite interesting how it will look like. But currently let's do more terraforming around here. And the worst part is that we're gonna need to have the rails coming through here and exiting through here. We're gonna see how entertaining that will look like. Let's see, can we? Yes, we can use the airplane track now. And it seems like the excavator yet again ran out of fuel. I think they did patch the fuel pause. I think Sirius was quite pissed and reported it to Peter, because right now I do see that we're no longer allowed to have nice things. Anyway, as I was saying over here, let's plonk down the prefab factory. There we go, and making sure that there is an exit point downwards, or even upwards, it will be fine, it doesn't quite matter that much. And I'm gonna leave some distance because we're gonna need to plan the other things too. Let's say up until here. Let's see how the mud road connects. Good. And now behind it. This is the tricky part. So, let me explain my plan. Theoretically, we could go with a big-ass cement plant, like this one over here, but I do feel like it's overkill to have 108 tons of cement per day. Even this 81 one isn't that mandatory from my point of view. We can have it even lower than this. And also the downside is that it has only one factory connection to deliver the dry bulk. So I'm thinking of doing something else around here. Basically, instead of going for this 81, I'm gonna go for the 39 one. And let's see how we're gonna plonk it. So we're gonna have both coal and gravel be delivered over here. And also have a connection to the prefab factory. Let's see. Something like this should be fine, theoretically. Perfect, and this means we're gonna have gravel coming through here. So we're gonna need coal to income, because cement, as far as I remember, it requires coal. Yes, it does. So let's have another conveyor overpass coming something like this. There we go. It will be slightly clunky with the road. Let's see, there should be a place. There we go. And let's see how we're gonna plan out the road system. Perfect. Perfect, we can connect it directly there. Over here it will be slightly weirder. Let's see, can we? Oh, okay, we can pass it through here. Okay, I don't mind that one bit. Though there's a problem right now. I think prefab panels also required gravel, yes. And we're gonna need to connect gravel around here. Let's see, the gravel connection point is over there, sadly. This will be a tricky situation, because we're gonna need something like this and have gravel come through there. Okay, that's a bit tricky. Let's see if we can't do anything about it more smart. So basically for this one, theoretically, we could have gravel and coal be delivered from a single belt. So have it something like this. Let's see. Yep, and this way we're gonna deliver both coal and gravel to the cement plant. Now the next thing that we can do is delete this entry and have another conveyor engine transfer, this one a splitter, Let's see, can we go with one of these? Does it fit? Sort of, maybe. This is slightly problematic. But let's see, if we're gonna come like this, then we should be able over here to where's the output one? There we go. Should be able to come like this. Okay, good. And this means that we're gonna have gravel delivered to the prefab panels factory and the cement to the prefab panels factory too. Now, what we're gonna miss is let's actually do the roads too. There we go. Alrighty, so the last thing that we're gonna need is a place where to store the dry bulk. Let's grab a dry bulk storage. And I think 2300 should be pretty fine and enough for us, and we can plonk it something like this. Okay, good, and the connection point can come through here. There we go, perfect. Okay, and as for the bricks prefab and the cement, we're gonna need one of the road cargo train stations. Let's see, how many does this one have? Basically, I'm looking for stuff that has at the very beginning multiple entries, and I don't see any that would fit. Basically, this is the only one, but it's a bit short. Do I want to? And have a connection point around here? Yeah, why not? But beforehand, we're gonna need storages. Good that I did not forget about it. Medium open storage around here. There we go, something like this, and a medium open storage on this side. And we're gonna see how we're gonna handle the road system in a jiff. Okay, weird connections over here, not gonna lie. Okay, let's leave it straight then. And we're gonna need to connect this one too, which we're gonna do something like this. And then have the road connection point around here. Perfect. Now, I do think that this dry bulk storage, we can move it a little bit closer. Let's see how closer we can go. Something like this to be in parallel with the other storages. And of course, this means more terraforming. Yippee! Let's see if we can do the terraforming. Yeah, nope. Let's go pause and flatten this area a bit. If it will allow me, though. Let's go with this and have the meters. And let's see, 100 meters is somewhere around here. Alrighty, perfect. And now back to our taxiway. Okay, I guess we ran again out of fuel. So let's go and plonk for the third time. This over here. And have the road. Okay, perfect. And the final thing I want here is the cargo train station, and I want 180 to 8. Yeah, I guess the 156 will be fine. Yes, because we're gonna have one train delivering everything from a single location. And from over here should be okay. Can we connect it like this? Nope. There we go. And have the road around over here. Okay, perfect. So from the perspective of a rail, we should now theoretically be fine. will be interesting over here how we're gonna handle the rail line. Let's see, is it enough to go? Ooh. Okay, I do like to see this. But this is for the next episode. We're not gonna play around with it. Let's see what we can do about tech, which I do see money increasing like crazy. So I'm quite happy for that. And I do think we can do some shenanigans and tricks to get the best transporting vehicles around here. Let's see, fertilizer is ongoing. Holy hell, this is full to the brim. And this one too. How are we looking at the amount of grains? This one is empty. Well, this one is full. And there are still locations where we are having stuff. Okay, and over here. And the grain storage is looking quite okay. I would still... Basically, I want this area to be as a backup, but at the same time, 30%. Let's go to 60 then, or 70 actually. Just so we have trains incoming. I do see they are quite busy delivering stuff. This one is going back, so I can speed his recovery. So he can go and... Seriously, you're gonna pick from there and not from the other farm. Excuse me, mister. Let's see, maybe the order needs to be changed. Something like this, maybe. But as we did discover, order does not quite matter. Oh, that's why. There we go. So now it should be fine. From 0%. Okay, now he should go. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Okay, that was the problem. Whoops. Seems like we did forget about setting this one up, but that's fine. Hopefully we're not losing that many crops now. They do seem to be filling it up quite nicely. Okay, good. And snow started just in time. By the way, how are we looking in terms of distance? 650 distance should be fine. It's not quite the best, but it's okay, I guess. And let's see, let's grab... since the bus station will be over here, let's start working on a asphalt road, connecting it from the corner over here. Basically, this is where we're gonna get the buses with workers coming over there. And I do think we can tell them to start working on the gravel roads most likely. So let's have a mud road coming from here and connecting over there, which we're gonna delete later down the line. And let's have everything around here made to gravel. I do hope that we did connect everything properly. Hopefully. Okay, good. And this one we're not going to need to be gravel, but a mud road. Okay, perfect. And we're also gonna need to plan out the rail, but as I stated, that will be for the next year. For now, we're gonna need to wait 1 more month. And let's see about buying those vehicles. Can we buy them from here now? So mark E. There we go. And let's remove all of the entries so we see which one is the cheaper one. Okay, 450. This one will be the cheapest one. Let's buy it now. And the rest got even more cheaper. So in the next year, we're gonna have all of the Mark E variants, and we're gonna actually make them. Okay, phew. Thank God that the game is saving. I really thought the game was crashing for a few moments. And let's see, in terms of things from the cargo wagon stuff, we're gonna need something that transports the prefab panels and the bricks. Now, I'm not gonna state that 82 tons of steel over here isn't better, but I want the same type of wagon to transport both the prefab panels and the bricks. If we're gonna go with this one above, we will be able to transport steel, aluminum, and prefab panels, but no bricks. This one also has bricks, so that's why I'm gonna go for this type of wagon. There we go. Amazingly, we did not check on this side to see if we're having something better, but I do not think so. We do have this highest open wagon. This one would have been perfect for gravel. Oh well. Let's see. Nope, nothing good for the other one. That's okay. Okay, good. Let's actually change over here. Since we have incoming money. Cover tool. There we go. And we're gonna produce a shit ton of these cover tools. Let's see how many we're gonna need. At least 69 of them. Actually 70 if I'm not mistaken. And let's have them all be replaced. There we go. Perfect. And I guess that's that over here. Let's see how the road is looking here. Quite decent. I do see that they did manage to build this area. And let's see, I do want to see the temperature inside here. Okay, nice. It's toasty. I really was worrying that it will be below 15 degrees, but it doesn't seem like it. So we can have citizens working here. And let's make their lives a little bit easier. And have a crossing around here. There we go. And we're also gonna need a garbage one. We might as well plonk it down somewhere around here. There we go. And we started the radio too. And whilst I do like having only government increase in percentage, I do want some happiness increase too, since that will reduce their unhappiness. And this should be fine right now. We're just gonna need all of the workers here, and of course this one be fully built beforehand. There we go, and we are almost full of workers here. Not too shabby looking. Where's the entire conga line going over here? Recycling plant. Oh, okay, so they're gonna start constructing it. Well, I guess I don't see why not. Let's make sure we're also connecting it over here. There we go. And I guess they can actually start constructing it. Okay, and Happy New Year. Quite a lengthy episode. Every time we're gonna need to plan stuff around here will be, well, lengthy. And it will be interesting how we're gonna handle the rail around here. Jesus, what a conga line of vehicles. Well, at least we're not having any more money problems. And yeah, I guess that's that for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I'm the Honey Badger, and I'm out.